Okay, so today we are playing a visual novel called No Case Should Remain Unsolved. Um, as you might guess, it's a detective game, so you're solving I believe a cold case. It's been a while since I bought this game, honestly. Do I need to turn the audio up? The audio's pretty quiet, but I think I'll just go for it for now. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Anyway. Visual novel, puzzles, yeah. Alright. I realized I was a jellyfish. I spent the past 70 years simply drifting through life with no heading in particular. So we're an old person? Blindly stinging everyone I encountered. Can you see it too? The people I tried to embrace, I only ended up hurting. Everywhere I went, I left nothing but ruin. So that's it. That's what I am. A jellyfish floating across the sea. I don't even remember why I once became a police detective. Look over there at that family, weeping for their lost child. Have I ever done anything to wipe away their tears? A police station is a crucible of pain and grief. So why did I choose to enter that institution? Why did I think I could somehow offer people solace and hope? Maybe I was simply being selfish. Maybe I became a detective just so I could belong somewhere. I should stop now. I should stop wandering with nothing but regret on my lips. That's it then. The first good thing I'll ever have done for anyone. Everyone, I'm sorry for everything. Okay, so I guess we're an old police detective, unless that's not us. Madam. Oh, let me adjust the game for a second. I was thinking this might be a thing. Let me put it so so I take up less of this, but also make me that maybe? It's always so hard because I don't want to block the screen, but also like, we're gonna have some butchered name. Miss Jeongyong, Jeongyong. That's what that is. Who are you? Aewon's ghost. Remember that little girl? Choi Se-won? Choi Se-won? Se-won? The girl who went missing. That's right, ma'am. Do you know what happened to that girl you brought back? Thanks to you, her family found peace. Do their lives look ruined to you? Oh, are we this old lady? The doctor says my mind is like an old library without an index. I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you are. I see you're in uniform, so you couldn't be Se-won's ghost. From the way you bring up my forgotten failure, I can only assume you're here to deliver judgment. The adjudicator. Ma'am, I'm not here to judge you. I only want to tell you about the life you lived. Your Honor, you already know what happened. I never brought Se-won home. The case ended the way her father, Choi Dong-yeon, wanted. She disappeared forever, completely out of her mother's reach. Leave the case unsolved. We can't do that, sir. Playground unsolved. Se-won's father. You mean you've already filed a missing persons case? Se-won's officially registered as a missing person, then? Then please, that's good enough, detective. I'm begging you. Please don't look for my daughter anymore. That sounds like something a murderer would say. Stop asking where she is. Keep her completely out of her mother's reach. That's less what a murderer would say. I don't know. Let her just live life somewhere. Just say that she went out to the playground like she always did and vanished. That's all. A perfect crime with no witnesses, no suspects. So please, please leave this case unsolved. I'll do anything, please. I beg of you. I don't know how I feel about that, because at the same time, it's like, that could be someone who's bad and did a bad thing and is trying to hide it, or it could be someone who is trying to protect someone in a really fucked up way. So that's how you remember it. This was the last case I took before I resigned from the missing persons team. Working on a missing persons team has to do a number on your psyche. See how relieved I looked after what Choi Dong-yeon said? That man knew. If we wanted to close the case and move on, we needed a good excuse. That my refusal was only a customary affront to cover up my cowardice. Ma'am. History is that certainty produced at the point where the imperfection of memory meet the inadequacies of documentation. That's a lot of words. What do you mean? It means you just don't get it. Remember the beginning and the end of the case? Let me help you weave together the threads, connecting the start to the finish. I think Saewon's mother called me to report the girl missing. Yes, I remember now. She said Saewon disappeared from the playground. So far, this is like like an interesting UI for playing this. Who am I speaking to again? Detective Jung Young. Yes, I need someone to tell me how to say that. Do you remember me? You came to check on Saewon the other day. I asked you not to ring the doorbell. Please tell me you remember. Detective, I'm scared. Please hurry. She's gone. Saewon is gone. She was just at the playground. When did you last see her at the playground? Exactly 3:33 in the afternoon. That is wildly specific. Detective, she disappeared 3 hours ago. That's a long time to wait. We've looked everywhere a 7-year-old girl could have gone. What do we do now? I'm trying not to panic, but the worst is all that comes to mind. Is that really a long time though? I don't know, cause like if you were like, oh gosh, this kid's missing, let me go check the store and let me go check our neighbors. I don't know. Hard to say when to panic when a kid's like missing. At least as far as I know. Ex-English teacher. You're turning yourself in. Yes, I would like to surrender to the police. I am responsible. A little girl went missing from the playground, didn't she, 3 days ago? She was with me. I took her away. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. I did it because I needed the money. I'm sorry. What do you mean it's all your responsibility? Detective, the truth is, she's dead. Saewon is dead. He's been dead all this time. Your Honor, that's all I remember about the case. Now I understand why you've come to me here at the final crossroads, why you want me to remember the beginning and the end. You're the gatekeeper of time and space. Janus. I had put it completely out of my mind. Was I trying to forget those memories because I felt guilty? The man who took her turned himself in, but I pretended it never happened. And the girl, she was already dead, but I pretended not to know. I'm sorry. Someone like me doesn't deserve peace. Ma'am, it's alright, don't be afraid. I don't care what you want to call me, but you have to know that this isn't the end of the road. You're not bound for hell or purgatory. Now think back. Saewon disappeared from the playground, right? Try to recall everything you can about the location. I can see more fragments now. I see them. But they're so faint, like scars faded with age. No, you're doing great. Once you've brought up the fragments, try connecting them together, build a chain of recollection. Even a dried out ravine can be a river again when the water returns. playground. Oh, okay. So now we have 3 dialogues. I'll start at the top. It's alright, again. Was there anything unusual about Saewon's activity today? No, it was all business as usual. An umbrella. She goes to kindergarten on weekdays, and we go to the playground on weekends as a family. We have 2 playgrounds in the condo complex. Normally we alternate between them. I go along sometimes, but one of them isn't wheelchair accessible, so Ye-jung has to take the kids on her own. This is Saewon's mother. So Saewon's mother is in a wheelchair, I suppose. Wait. Recently, they've only been going to that one playground. Ye-jung said the kids asked to go there today, too. If only they'd gone to the other playground. On the way back, they sometimes drop by the stationery store near the complex entrance. Okay, that word's weird looking. The place is called Apollo. Saewon loves getting candy there. Okay, so we can either... Oh, do I just get... Can I scroll down faster? I don't... Oh, there we go. I was like, this is such a slow way to scroll. Okay, so we've got a lot of leads. A little girl went missing from the playground. Just say the playground went out to the playground like she always did and vanished. Okay. I think I'm gonna click the rest of these. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but try to think about it, okay? Oh, I can't. Okay, so we only get them once we acknowledge these things. I see. So to get these extra dialogue, we have to have the dialogue that has the proper word in it. So like if we ever wanted to access this one and we didn't have playground, we could also have phone call and gone alone. We have another playground, so I'll just pick whichever. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but try to think about it, okay? See if you can remember someone you didn't usually see at the playground. I heard you were all together there. Saewon, your mother, and you too, Myung-ho. Myung-ho. Yeah, we were all together. That's it? Bro, that was the most useless dialogue. Is there more? More? Okay, I guess no more of that one. Did you see any suspicious individuals when you went to pick up Saewon, or anything out of the ordinary? How old did they say this little girl was? Like 7? 7? I guess maybe it's different in other countries, but 7 seems awfully young to send a child alone to play at a playground. But I think that's also like America thinks that's young. I know a lot of other countries let kids wander way younger than that. Did you see any suspicious individuals when you went to pick up Saewon, or anything out of the ordinary? It's exactly as my daughter said. I was so sure Saewon would be at the playground, but when I got there I didn't see her. So I assume my daughter took her along. Then my daughter came downstairs and looked at me with her eyes wide, and I thought, oh no. So I assume my daughter took her along. Maybe this is like a translation thing, but it's kind of strange to refer to only one of your kids as your daughter. Like usually you would say, so I assumed her sister took her along. Detective, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know if my daughter told you, but Saewon goes alone to places all the time. So are we saying that they don't even know that Saewon actually went to the playground, though? Because I was so sure she'd be at the playground, but when I got there I didn't see her, so I assumed my daughter took her along. It sounds like they don't even necessarily know she was at the playground. I don't know, we're early. We're still getting into this. My daughter worries easily, but mark my words, the girl always wanders back in time for dinner. Please don't worry about it. I'll have a stern word with my daughter. Honestly, I can't believe she's gone and called you. Strange. Think back to the testimonies about the playground. Who do you think those people were? People. These testimonies were all from one person. They're all from the mom, as far as I can see. They all say Seo-won's mom. Weren't they? Damn, life is a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? Jigsaw puzzle master. Change speaker. Huh. Change order. Oh. Your memories are scrambled and misaligned, but each fragment, each moment connects with another. Look at the connections closely and you'll figure out where the pieces belong. Who said these things and in what order? And then what? What does that change? Who knows, maybe if you connect enough pieces, you might discover a key. A key that unlocks the face of the person putting the puzzle back together. Goes to kindergarten, doorbell. Okay, so now we have a bunch of stuff. So Hyejong. Jin Hyejong. Okay, I want all these names if I can. I guess I'll click Apollo too. Apollo, okay, so we're using that in place of person. Myango. Seo-won's brother. Seo-won goes alone. She called. Okay, so that's all the names I have access to at the moment. So are we saying this one properly does go to her? So Hyejong has to take the kids on her own. Okay, so no, this is the father, and that means the father's in a wheelchair? But one of them isn't wheelchair accessible. So Hyejong has to take the kids on her own. No, we don't know who she is yet. Okay, we need more information on who that is, but whoever they are in a wheelchair. Goes in on weekdays. Okay, sometimes there's a lot to go here now. A1, I want to go see Goes Alone, because that's a little weird to me. Okay. Does Seo-won have any favorite places near the playground, somewhere she might have wandered off to? Has she ever wandered off alone before? I think this one is more important, because like I said, I don't actually know if we know she went to the playground. She ever wandered off alone before? Is that really possible? Detective, I think it might be my fault she's gone. I was in the hospital for a long time after I had Seo-won. I couldn't care for her because I was bedridden, but since we both spent so much time looking up at the hospital ceiling, I thought I might be able to understand her better. Now though, I'm not so sure. Do you think she resents me? Is that why she won't call me Mom? So this points back to how I said that one of them refers to her not as daughter. Is that why she's always so hard to find? I have to scour all the playgrounds to find her. So not just a specific playground, all of the playgrounds. Hospital. She's gone and called you. I think... Oh, what was that? I want to see that. Phone call, playground, kidnapping. Okay, so that's something we need to finish unlocking. I'm on the way. Could you tell me who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Could you tell me what happened? Some of them... I'm gonna go for this one. Who were you with on the phone? Who were you on the phone with on the afternoon of February the 3rd? February 3rd. Well, our office isn't exactly staffed, so I'm the one doing most of the phone duties. Hyejong, on the afternoon of the 3rd. Employees complain if we check in too often, so we don't usually do that. And there's not much to call about in the afternoon. Wait a second. I see. I did call, but it wasn't for anything specific. There's going to be, what was it now, a Best Caregiver Award ceremony in a few days. So we asked if she could make it, like we have more than 100 caregivers working with us, but no one wanted to show. I think that was the gist of the call. I kind of regretted calling her. I mean, she's not the type to do that kind of company spirit event. You've talked to her, right? Can't even have a nice long chat. She's always cutting calls short. Something about being too busy with the kids. Has she even come into the office recently? So what's all this about? I mean, as long as she's doing her job, right? But a police visit, really? She's not exactly a slacker. What's going on here? None of the fragments unlocked so far contain what I need. The day Seowon's mother was discharged. So that's February 3rd. Go back to 0. February 3rd. Okay, Seowon's... I don't actually know if it's February 3rd, but I'll leave that. Okay. So we have another Hyejong, Jiri Hana employee. She seems to be a caregiver, so I think that might be good to click. But a police visit. Both of these are really good choices. I'm also not certain this dialogue belongs to the mom. This doesn't seem like it belongs to the mom. But I don't think it belongs to the teacher or the father necessarily. Let's go for police visit. Okay, so that one's about the teacher. City Hall. Have you contacted Seowon's father? Birthday. Gender. I go for father. Have you contacted Seowon's father? I keep calling him, but he won't pick up. It's not out of the ordinary. We only meet for her birthdays. So they're divorced? But this is an emergency. His own daughter is missing. Detective, I was texting him on that day you came from the police station. Seowon's always such a quiet girl, but she was chattering about how much happier she'd be if her father was here too. I asked him if he'd come by and say hello, but he's heartless, that man. Babe. Where'd the purple thing go? Kidnapping playground. Okay, let's... I need to build up some stuff in some of the other rows, I feel like. I'd like to surrender to the police. I'm gonna click surrender here. Oh, I see your mother has contacted you. And then we've got, he claims to be the culprit, okay. Seowon, alright. I have to open the lock to connect this station. I'm not exactly sure yet how to do that. See, your mother has contacted you. I've already got a ton built up in this middle row, so I guess I'll keep unlocking stuff. Here, look how far down that is. He claims to be the culprit behind the disappearance. Seowon's father has surrendered himself to us. Okay, so we can move all the surrender dialogue to the dad? No, detective, you can't. Don't believe a word of what he says. I'll be at the station immediately. Everything he says is a lie. It was me. I made him do it. It's all my fault. I'll be right there, detective. Don't you listen to anything he tells you. It's all my responsibility. Okay, so let us start by moving this to dad. That is in fact the dad's dialogue, I believe. It was with me. I took her. And maybe even this one? Not sure. Let's see if I can get that last one. Do I have surrender anywhere? I've used up the playgrounds, phone calls, caregiver, police station, lie, birthday. Let's go for lie. Is it shaken? Didn't you say that Auntie was telling the truth? It's not your fault. So can I have any of these? No, I can't have any of them. Okay. So, yeah, there's a lot I'm missing still. I have not unlocked anything. Okay. Disappeared 3 hours ago. I need more about Hyejong still. Let's go for she's dead. Okay, please don't lie. Can I have this one yet? No, I can't. Certificate of Familial Relations. Okay, where's the one I can't have? How does Myungo feel? Young Hofield. It must have been a big change for him. Your station searched the park in the neighborhood, right? Detective, the one with the pond? The weeping willow trees by the water, they're lonely to look at. I took a stroll there last year with Myung-ho and Hyejeong, and the trees remind me of Myung-ho. He looks like he's at the mercy of the world sometimes, but the truth is, he's the most unyielding boy you'll meet. For children and adults too, I suppose. A death in the family is apparently like experiencing your universe collapse. Rebuilding from those ruins was a time-consuming journey, but I think Myung-ho's managed quite well in his own right. I don't know if you noticed, but there's something he always carries around. Never leaves home without it. So this one I think does belong to the teacher. And I don't think this one belongs to the teacher though. I'm moving that one to the dad too. I don't necessarily know if it's true. Daewon's mother's birthday. Okay. Doorbell. Let me get some more data on these guys. Hyejeong did not give me any more data. Okay. Station. The doorbell and kindergarten are shaking, so I'll just go for doorbell first. You should be Sehwon's mother, correct? And then what was the other one that I can't have yet? Where's Sehwon now? Okay. Hello, madam. Senior Inspector Jaeon Young from the Hwamyong. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hwamyong Police Station. You'd be Sehwon's mother, correct? I'm just here to see Sehwon, if that's alright. Oh my gosh, you scared me, detective. I was expecting the delivery man. Hello, welcome in. We're doing a murder mystery today. Could you please knock instead of ringing the doorbell next time? My daughter's taking a nap. She dozed off in front of the TV while I was washing the rice. I just tucked her in. Come inside. Fast asleep, see? Oh, I suppose you can't really tell under that blanket. She must be tired, that poor thing. Daewon and I were out and about all day yesterday. She slept in this morning too. I swear, kids grow up so fast. She's gotten so much taller that barely anything fits anymore. I had to do all her shopping at once. First day of school is only a month away, and there's so much to buy. Oh, I hope she wakes up soon so we can eat and get her uniform fitted. I'm sorry, detective, you might have to wait a while before she wakes up. So, what brings you here? Interesting. So that definitely feels like that belongs to the mom still. Police station. I'm gonna go. Oopsies. I accidentally threw the game halfway across my computer screen. Okay. So we've got kindergarten. Do I actually know those? I moved some dialogues. If I should have. I don't know. Let's go kindergarten. Can you tell me anything about her life at kindergarten? About the kindergarten teacher's testimony. I think this might be more useful. Teacher's testimony. I'm so grateful to her. I had no idea that she was keeping such a close eye on Sehwon. There's something Sehwon always says to me. Mommy's the saddest person in the world. She would never says that when her father is around. Okay, so this dialogue does not belong to the dad. This is not from the dad, because there's no reason they would say it that way. Of course, but I think I understand what she means now. Sehwon genuinely thinks that way. She couldn't handle it otherwise. That's why she refuses to cry. Because then that makes her the saddest person instead of her mom. She couldn't handle it if she were the saddest person in the world, getting pity from everyone. That's probably how she sees it all. She's still so young. Children who are forced to grow up fast end up with better control of their emotions, and that breaks my heart. Okay, so that doesn't belong to the mom or the dad, because I don't think they would refer to each other that way. She never says that when her father's around, and then they speak of the mom in third person. So I think this one goes to the caretaker. Where's she? It goes to her. I'm not certain about that though, and the game doesn't give me any hints. She never says that when her father is around. Okay. Because that makes her the saddest person instead of her mom. I don't know, that might not belong there. But it doesn't feel like that goes with the mom or the dad. Okay, what do we got? Stationery store, 3 hours ago. Let's go for stationery store. Okay, I still haven't solved anything. I can't unlock those. Did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playground to find Seiwon? We've received testimony that Seiwon is a regular at your stationery store. This boy. I think this boy is the right choice here. Did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playground to find Seiwon? Is that the brother? You know that playground near the stationery store, right? I saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. So this doesn't belong to the dad either, because that doesn't make no damn sense if he's not recognizing his own son. I remember wondering why Seiwon was sticking so close to that boy. Or is that the brother? Why do you ask, detective? Does the boy have something to do with the case? Let me look at the picture of the brother. Yeah, that looked like the brother. So I don't think that goes to the dad. But who would that go to? I guess maybe for now I can put that one in the teacher. Because I don't know who that belongs to for reals. Because that was definitely the brother that was shown in this. Can I see that picture again? Can you show me that picture again? Yeah, that looks like the brother. So it's possible the teacher doesn't know the brother. Okay, what do I got? There's so many things. Let's go candy. In 3 hours, probably. Could you tell me now what happened when you last saw Seiwon? We always used to buy Seiwon candy from the stationery store on the way home. Okay, so this is a family member or the caretaker. But we didn't buy her candy recently because Auntie doesn't come out with us anymore. This sounds like it goes to the brother, because I believe Auntie would refer to the caretaker. I told Seiwon to stay where she was and went to the stationery store. I ran right over. The stationery store is just up the steps over the fence. It was really quick, I swear. Okay, so this would be the brother left her. I was only there for a bit and I ran back, but she wasn't there. I called her name like Seiwon, but she didn't come. Only Auntie did. I started crying. Auntie said I shouldn't tell anyone she wasn't with us. She told me not to say anything at all. Just like that monkey we saw at the temple. That's really suspicious. Okay, that goes to the brother. How do I unlock these things? Oh! These are- oh. What he stole. Okay, so I see. There's a specific thing I need from each of these. Proof the shopkeeper is lying. Already found the fragments. Search for the answer now? No, because I don't have... Wait, where's the one that I put in the teacher? Maybe that does go to the... Where's the one I put? Playground near the stationery store. No, he wouldn't refer to his own store in third person. That wouldn't make sense. I need more dialogue from him, I think, though. Okay, what else? The day Seiwon disappeared. Is that one February 3rd? God, go back to 0, please. Okay, yes. Cool. Ouch. I pulled my own headphones out. This one's not February 3rd, so let me... Oh! Oopsies! I didn't mean to do that. Well. Let's start with the one that I unlocked for reals. Oh, I have to find death or birthday. Did I already use up birthday? I think I used up birthday earlier. Hospital, playgrounds, caregiver, police. Birthday. Okay, so let's see. Go for the one I just unlocked. Certificate of Familial Relations. Choi Dong-yeon, Date of birth, September 15th, 1972. Okay, this is good. I needed the mom's birthday. Spouse, Seo Won Young, deceased. Okay, so I think I kind of got that. Yeah. 1000. I kind of was guessing that he was like remarried and that they weren't all related. Choi Se-won. Yeah, she was born 2000. Well, she could... I don't know. I'm not certain here. So, she was born 2004, and it said that the mom died in... I don't know. Pyongyang City Hall. Okay, that didn't do anything. Need a key. What is this one? Yeah, Jong's relationship. Okay, so we need kidnapping, phone call, playground. And then I need December 25th, 1974. Where's that birthday one? No. December 25th. Okay. I need care. There's hospital right there, so we'll get that one. There's special meaning to Sewon's name. That doesn't help me right now. Give me this one. How old was Sewon when Miss Shin Hye-jeong first came to take care of her? I first met Hye-jeong when Sewon was 4. That was a few years ago. When my wife died of illness, okay, so this does go to the dad. I was despondent, didn't know how I'd raise the kids, but Hye-jeong was there to support us. They're called caregivers instead of nannies these days, aren't they? Hye-jeong was my children's caregiver. She's been coming in to look after the kids ever since my wife was hospitalized. She befriended them instantly. I don't know how we could have coped without her. Sewon even calls her mom and treats her like one too. I could never thank her enough, but now I'm starting to think I relied on Hye-jeong too much. I mean, she's not exactly family, is she? Where's that one where she says my daughter separately? There's one dialogue where it says my daughter. My daughter worries easily. I think this goes to Hye-jeong too. That doesn't like exactly as my daughter said, but I assume my daughter took her along. But Sewon, my daughter worries, but maybe this is someone else still, but I'll leave that there. Okay. What do I need for that other one that I unlocked? Where'd it go? Dongyeon and Hye-jeong's relationship. Sure. That was the one over here where he says she's my children's caregiver. Okay. It says prove the shopkeeper's lying. I still don't know what that means. Kidnapping, phone call, or playground. Need one of those somewhere. There's playground. Can I use that one? Yes, I can. Oh, so many things. So many things. Okay, where is Sewon now? It's not your fault. Nobody is... Your family is responsible for this. Let's go for the one I unlocked. Sewon's grandmother. Okay, here. That's who that dialogue goes to. That's who that daughter dialogue goes to, because then... Okay, that makes way more sense. You mean Sewon was taken because she was mistaken for Miss Song Min-young's late daughter? I asked Min-yeong what happened. She said she's heard someone call Sewon's name, and finally found her after going from one playground to the next. It was a boy, probably the girl's brother. He was telling her to wait. Wait right here, Sewon. She didn't tell me anything else, but I can guess what happened. Min-yeong must have gone and brought her back, like a mother picking up a child who'd gone out to play. The girl was so sweet, too, calling my daughter auntie. Calling my daughter auntie. She said she heard someone call Sewon's name and finally found her after. Boy. daughter was so sweet too, calling my daughter. I really am. I should have called right away, but then I couldn't bear to do it, not until you paid that visit. After you dropped by, I was terrified. My hands were shaking. I found myself dialing a number, calling Seo-won's father. I told him that Min Young seemed to have brought home a stranger's child and pleaded with him to get the girl back to her parents. Okay, so is Min Young the mom? I literally don't remember. Where's the one that says the mom's name? Picture's in my way. Okay, I'll come back to that. I could cause a diversion, I said, so he could get the girl away from Min Young. I know she may not be well, but I didn't want my daughter to end up a kidnapper. I was being shameless, I know. I knew exactly what I was doing, detective, but only Seo-won's father turned himself in, even though he's done nothing wrong. I thought we could act as if nothing at all had happened, sweep it all under the rug, knowing full well that Seo-won's father is just as precious a child to his parents as Min Young is to me. Okay, so is Min Young... No, who the frick is Min Young? Okay, so that is the... Hold on a second. Song Min Young. But... Seo-won Young. Okay, so his wife is Seo-won's stepmom, is what I'm getting from this. Min Young is not Seo-won's mom. So that dialogue that's under her mom doesn't belong to her, but I don't know who that belongs to. Anyway, where's that dialogue that I wanted to change? It's exactly as my daughter said. I was blah 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 blah, and that goes to grandmom. Yeah. I assume my daughter took her, then my daughter came to stairs. I think that one belongs to the grandma. That seems right. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? I haven't found a single key. Proof the shopkeeper's lying. There's so much going on already, and I don't know everything. The key reason the English teacher needs funds. Okay, so maybe that one goes back to the teacher. That one that I moved earlier. That back on the teacher. And then the other one. Dead. Seo-won is dead. I'm gonna put that back on the teacher, because I don't have a reason to not believe her. And then... yeah. Okay, so there's a lot going on that I need more stuff from shopkeeper, I think. There's one around here about a caretaker. So caregivers. Caregiver certificate. I need my bottle of water. This game's got a lot of dialogue. Sip of water. Okay, caregiver certificate of employment. Shin Hye-jung, Choi Dong-yeon. We hereby certify that the above caregiver has been assigned to the above client since July 1st, 2009. 2012, okay. That doesn't really do much for me. What else do we got? Police and surrender. Let's do that one. Police. Where's the word police? Can I use police station in place of police? Yes. Okay. Wait, let's use this one. I want more from the shopkeeper. We've received testimony that Seo-won is a regular at your stationery store. Did anyone from her family drop in today, or Seo-won herself on her own? Today? No, not Seo-won and not her brother. Okay, so here's another proof that he's lying, because the brother said he went. May I ask what the police want with them? You're not the first to come look for her today. Is this about Myung-ho's mother? The thing is, Myung-ho's only been coming with Seo-won these days. About... So, Myung-ho is the other wife's child, is what I'm guessing. because you don't really refer to parents separately. You would say, is this about their mother? He used to come with his mother all the time when he was younger, but I haven't seen her in quite a while. Is she doing alright? Young Ho. We already got him. Okay, so this one goes to the stationery. This guy. So now we have proof he's lying. Answer now, sure. I think the went over to the stationery store. Okay, now I need candy, lie, or time. I saw lie somewhere. I'll do lie. Lie. Okay. I only got this one. A lot of lying going around. We received testimony that directly contradicts your claim. You're right. You're back, which means you're still searching, I take it. I tried to think of anyone suspicious I might have seen in the area, but nothing. The truth is, well, yes, Myung-ho was here. I'm sorry for lying to you. I didn't think it was important. You see, I didn't want you to think badly of Myung-ho. He's a good boy at heart. I'm very sorry. I truly am. I should have told you up front. What time did he come to the store again? A little after 3:30, I believe. When was the last time you saw Saewon? 3:33. That doesn't paint a great story of who I'm guessing is that dialogue that says 3:33 actually goes to the caretaker. Well, nothing was out of the ordinary. He looked like he was in a rush. When I asked, he only said he had to go back quick. He went straight to the usual candy shelf and picked out a bag, so I assumed it was for Saewon. It was her favorite brand, you know, the pink candy that's so big your cheeks puff up like a squirrel. I told you before, Myung-ho is very mature for his years. But that day, I saw him squatting in the front of the greeting card shelf for a long time, with the candy still in hand. Eventually, he came up to the counter and paid for the candy, but he wouldn't look me in the eye. I thought it was strange, so I went over to check the shelf, and well, one of the cards was gone. Okay, that was something I needed. I was disappointed in the boy, of course, but made up my mind to give him a stern talking to, but at the same time, well, I felt sorry for him. I can only imagine what went through his mind when he was squatting there in front of that shelf. Okay, so where is that dialogue, what he stole? Let's get that. So he stole a card. The cards was gone. Okay. And then I wanted to look at the family certificate again. Choi Myung-ho. No, so... Okay, so Myung-ho is older. So maybe... so she died in 2009. Why do they keep referring to the kids' parents separately, though? That's what's confusing me. Also, there was some other dialogue I wanted to move, but I don't remember. It was something the mom said I wanted to move. I think this one goes to the caretaker. When did you last see her at the playground? This makes more sense as the caretaker, I feel. She disappeared 3 hours ago. I'm not actually sure that goes there. I haven't, like, put any of these dialogues in the right place, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's see. See your mother has contacted you. I kind of want to get that one. There's so much going on. What was this other pink one? Confirmation she's alive. I'm gonna scroll to the very bottom. Caller. Caller doesn't seem particularly important. Do calling. Stay on the line. City Hall. City Hall I don't care about. Can you tell me anything about her life? Could you tell me what happened? I got a call from my mother. Saewon's grandmother. So, I'm not... yeah, I'm gonna stop, like, guessing if there's a... She either completely changed her name when she got married. I don't know how names work in other cultures. I don't know. But, I think there's 2 women here. I think there's supposed to be another woman. She said, I'm at the store outside the condo complex. The security called saying the fire alarm was going off in the house. A security guard went over to my mother's house to check, but he couldn't open the door. So she asked me to go and open it for her. I chewed her out. She knew I couldn't bring Seiwon somewhere so dangerous. I told her to go herself, but she was so stubborn. Mom said she could get it to the playground and pick up Seiwon faster than she could get home. So I should rush over to her house and make sure everything was fine at her place, that she would be there soon. She said that made the most sense. She was going to wait for me with Seiwon outside the building. I went to Mom's house and the security guard was there. I opened the door for him and the place was filled with smoke. I don't know what she was cooking on that stove, but the pot was burnt black. The guard turned off the stove and opened the windows. But all I could think of was Seiwon, how glad I was that I didn't bring her to such a dangerous place, and that the fire didn't get any worse. I ran back into the elevator. It was only a few minutes, I swear. I found Mom waiting for me outside the building, just like she promised, but when I asked her where Seiwon was, she said, I thought you took her with you. Detective, are you here yet? It sounds like Seiwon went to the park with the caretaker and the brother. There's so much going on here and I'm not smart enough for this. Okay. Let's see. I need some more dialogue. I see your mother has contacted you. I want that one. Give that one to... I need surrender or police. Promised, phone, caregiver, police, surrender. I already used up all the surrender. Police station, doorbell, taller. Oh no, can I not get that one? I'm gonna have to start clicking random things. Death time, station, cry. 3 hours. That 3 hours seems really important. I should go for that one next. Time. The time and 3 hours might be like the same thing. Not to say kidnapper. Date of birth, death. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the 3 hours, I think, wherever that one is. I put it in this one. 3 hours. I'm gonna have to unscramble all the dialogue that I'm messing up. Okay, here, this is a good one. How do you remember the time so precisely? My phone's call history. I never leave the children alone when we're out together. Okay, so I did good there, and that was her dialogue and not the mom's. But then I got a phone call. I don't usually get calls in the afternoon. I think I panicked. The first thing that came to mind was that I had to pick up somewhere quiet so I could hear, so I ducked into the condo hallway. The call history is 5 minutes long, but she disappeared in less than that. I know because I looked up partway through the conversation and she was already gone. Okay, so those two do go directly together, and I was very smart to put it there. Anyway, time. Because I was like, that's a very specific thing to remember, and it has to be her. Let's do cry, because that one's bouncing. When did Seiwon's mother leave you? Here we go! I knew there had to be a divorce. I was like, there's 2 fucking women here. We've been divorced for about 5 or 6 years. I'm a monster, aren't I? Abandoning my wife when she needed me most. But at the same time, I thought it was all for the best. That we'd reached our limit, that we'd only hurt each other if we kept on living like this. That's what I told myself. When our eyes met, I would face the emptiness inside, and it was excruciating because I knew that void could never be filled. If only we could have cried it out together and kept each other going. But we struggled to help each other. We were making no progress at all. One day we realized that it hurt more to deal with our pain together than alone. So we chose to go our separate ways. That was our decision. To run from our wounds instead of confronting them. To let the blade drop on the guillotine. Okay, so that goes to the dad. So the dad and the mom did divorce, and Song Myung is not the biological mother. So we've been divorced. Explain to me how you took Sewon. When was the last time you saw Sewon's father? Do you call him often? These both seem really good. I'm gonna go for the Sewon's father because this specifically does not belong to him. So that's something I'm gonna have to move. When was the last time you saw Sewon's father? Do you call him often? Okay, so it's the grandma's dialogue. What's that man got to do with Sewon going missing? We cut off all contact years ago. The nerve of him walking out after what happened to the girl. Detective, what I mean is, Sewon was always sickly, but that man divorced my daughter, leaving her to care for the poor baby alone. But well, he's not that sort of man who'd take her away from under her mother's nose. Please, it's nothing serious, detective, really. Okay, so that goes to Grandmama. And apparently that connects those two. Ooh. No, I don't have a key yet, damn it. I'm doing really shit at making keys. Okay. So apparently these go together directly. Did you see any suspicious individuals, and did you call the dad? Okay, where's that other one that looked important? School, divorce, lie. I saw school somewhere. I've been ignoring the word kindergarten somewhere. Nope, I used kindergarten. Station death time. Case unsolved. Playground calls. Died. Illness. Playground. I wish there was like a word bank. Can I have a word bank? That would be great. Oh, can I just do this? Man, I'm so stupid. I could have been going through this way faster. Calling. Doorbell. Taller. Dead. Playground. Playground. Death time. Right. This is a worse way to go through it. I think this was better. Phone call. Not to say. I want to click the not to say because that one's jumping around. Okay, Myanko's testimony shows that she's feelings. He knew that you weren't at the playground. Was your son still there? I was under the impression that both children were at the playground. It's okay if you don't want to talk. I don't mind waiting. Let us go for this one. This seems like... But Myanko, could you promise me that once you're ready, you'll talk to me? Okay. Promise. I have to open this. Okay, so I can't use promise yet. Hyejong's birthday. I have her birthday. It's over here, isn't it? Her birthday is February 6th. February 6th. A lot of Februaries here. So, this girl got kidnapped like 5 days before this woman's birthday. Silence is a heavy burden for a 5th grader. Where's the word silence? Render police. There was another word that was bouncing around. Playground dead. Promised. Maybe I should have... There's hurt. There's an, I'll go for hurt since it's the one that's bouncing. It's getting harder to figure out what I'm supposed to be picking. Okay. But Myango promised to something something. Silence is a heavy burden for a 5th grader, but Myango refused to give in, so I investigated everyone I could. Residents, passerby, local business, everyone. There's a little indent in the wall behind the flower beds. You can see the playground from there, but not the other way around. At least for the children playing there. That's where you were hiding, wasn't it? To watch over them from afar. When I went to the playground, I could hear the mothers gossip about me and the children. Myango would have heard it too. I understand why people get the wrong idea. Sewon calls me mommy, so it didn't hurt if Myango hated me. I could only imagine how he felt whenever his sister called me that. A few weeks ago, Myanko told me to stay away from him. So I just wandered around for what seemed like forever and found that spot. Myanko, I know he must hate the fact that I exist, but I may not be his mother, but still, I promised Won-young that I would take care of both of them. And now look what's happened. I only look away for a second. I only took a second to rest because I'd been standing on my toes the whole time. only took a second. So this one can't belong to the caretaker. No, you were, because she said I went to go get a call. So this one I think goes back to the mom. The not mom. Can I not move this one? Apparently I can't move this one. Oops, I didn't mean to press that one. Sorry, I'm not ready for that. Can I move this? Oopsies. I can't change who said this one, so I'll just leave it as it is. Investigated, there's a... Or no, this is later is what happened, I guess. This is, like... Watch over them. I can't... Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Search. Go strolled there last year. Young Ho and Hyejong. So this doesn't... Obviously this doesn't go with the teacher. Oh, is it unmovable once it's in the right person? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Okay, I guess some dialogue's unmovable, but not all. Search the park. I don't know. I'm gonna put that with the dad, because I think that makes more sense. Because the dad hired the caretaker. I don't know for sure that goes with the dad, but like... What Myung-ho carries around. What he carries around? I don't... No, I'm not ready. I don't know what the fuck that's talking about. What he carries around. Are we talking about, like, metaphorical carries around? Oh, the umbrella? Can I click the picture of the umbrella? How would I get the picture of the umbrella? Like, can I... Yeah, I guess I'll see if I'm allowed to touch that. Where is that one? What he carries around? Yeah. I suppose. Umbrella. Okay. That was how I was supposed to do that. School, hospital, time. I have a bunch of the word time, I thought. Oh, I really wish I had a word bank. Time. Time, right there. Go down, 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 down. Where'd it go? There it is. Time. The umbrella, you mean? That's right. Whether he's going to school or some outing, he's always got an umbrella in hand. It's been that way since my wife passed. There was something she always told the kids when she was in the hospital. She promised that she'd go ahead to heaven and watch over them from above. Myung-ho didn't say anything. All he did was sit in the distance and sigh, as I recall. I think he wanted to tell her that there was no such thing as heaven. That's pretty big for, like, 7-year-old to tell someone, but yeah. That if he wanted to watch over him, if she wanted to watch over him, she should do it from Earth. It wasn't long before she passed. I only noticed after some time that Myung-ho always took an umbrella with him when he left the house, and I remembered the exact promise his mother made. I mean it, Myung-ho. How about this? Then, since I won't be able to pick you up from school on rainy days, I'll ask God to stop the rain if you ever forget your umbrella. I got some kind of achievement. I can't see it though, because my screen is weirdly shaped. Okay, that some lore didn't really tell me anything. There's so much. City Hall. Okay, got confirmation she's alive. We know you weren't at the playground. Interesting. Hyojong's location when Seowon vanished. I don't have that yet, I suppose. We don't have enough for any of these key ones. Reason needed funds. Testimony that shows his mixed feelings on Hyejong. Okay, I'm just gonna have to start clicking things. Do we got anything that's flashing? Playgrounds died. Crying. Cried. Divorce. Go for school. Okay, that's explain to me how you took Seowon. I think that's probably a good one. We've got City Hall, you said. You receive the notice from the school board. It says our files that she didn't attend pre-entrance day, that you spoke on the phone to City Hall. Tell them couldn't. Okay, I think the took option. Explain to me how you took Seowon. I was a junior high school English teacher all my career, ever since I finished teacher college and military service. But after the divorce... So is he both the ex-English teacher and the father? I quit my job at the school and started tutoring and doing cram school gigs. My income isn't particularly stable. I needed the money, I'm sorry. I went to the playground intending to kidnap any child who seemed to be alone. I think the ex-teacher is the father. Like, I don't know if there's a way for me to shove them together. They're the same person as far as I can tell. I was there for... Or are they? I don't know, man. I was there for more than 30 minutes and saw a little girl playing by herself for a long time, so I lied to her. But once I brought her with me, I got scared. I didn't know how I would even ask her parents for a ransom. That's how it was. I was afraid and decided to stop, nothing more. Are they the same? I ain't know. Put these two together. Do these two not go together? I feel like those two should go together. I don't know. Going. Hospital. Station. Need school time, hospital. Here's taller. I'll click taller since it's jiggling around. Really think Mr. Kim Gun-suk is the culprit. Thank you for telling me, Myungo. You seem to know Seowon's family well. Family. I imagine it's not possible to get all the dialogue, but I'm not sure. Myungo's family. Well, I've seen them since the children were little. Must have been, say, 3 or 4 years now. When they first moved in, I was sure Myungo was close to finishing elementary school. He's tall for his age, and he's very quiet, that one. Mother was picking out supplies for younger kids, so I showed her to the shelves older children might like. Them since the children were... The stationery store? Is that who this goes to, I think? He laughed and said he gets that a lot. Myungo is mature beyond his years. I don't mean his looks. It's normal for kids his age to only think of themselves, but he's always hanging back, letting his sister spend all his pocket money. I think that goes to the stationery store. That makes the most sense, yeah. Okay, I almost got a key, finally. 2 more little connections. Kidnapper. Lying to me. I don't have enough for that. Death, date of birth, kidnapper. Forced. Elementary school. Yeah, I was like, there's a bunch of school ones. Thank you for telling me, Myung-ho. Let's do that one. I feel like that sounds really important. Thank you for telling me. I heard you're in 5th grade at elementary school. With your height, I bet the girls won't leave you alone. You're very tall for your age. Is it because you take after your mom? I take after her? Am I really like her? Cool, that was useless as fuck, bro. Reason to suspect Sewon's mother. So 1 reasons to suspect her mama. Maybe that one I was looking at really does. No, because I'm not allowed to move this. Well, apparently I have enough, but I don't. I don't know. I think it's my fault she's gone. That would be 1. The next would be I thought you took her, maybe. I wonder what happens if I fuck it up. What is this one? The well staffed one. Afternoon of the 3rd. So this doesn't belong. The child caregiver. Yeah, that doesn't go to the mom. There we go. Okay. Can I move? There's someone finally. I asked Min Young what happened. She said she heard someone call her name. Finally found her after going from the boy, probably the girl's brother. A lot of these that it says I should have the information I'm not sure about. Okay, this blacked out one seems really important. Okay, there's this one. Reasons to suspect the mom. Okay, what do we got here? Let's get that time one, since time is right here. We received testimony that you spoke on the phone with a City Hall employee and told them Sewon couldn't attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons. Do you live with your daughter? This is the grandma's dialogue. The pre-entrance day, what was it my daughter said now? A slight cold, I think, yes? I remember now. I knew it was pre-entrance day, so I asked my daughter later how it went. I don't live with her, of course, but I'm in the area and drop in from time to time. It's just, I don't want to leave her alone for too long, spending all her time wallowing in misery. I do remember that I was visiting a few days ago when the City Hall employee called. He asked me the same thing you did, Detective, so I think I said that she was doing well and that I was taking perfect care of my granddaughter. Detective, this is ridiculous. So Sewon was placed in her grandmother's care? It's just one missed pre-entrance day at school. What are you interrogating me for? Okay, that goes for Grandmama. And do I have anything it connects to? It probably goes all the way at the top. Because obviously she can't go missing before... Yeah, I was like, she can't go missing before she goes to school. Do I have a key? No, I need one more. Let's try moving this one around. Nope, that didn't do nothing. Okay. So we've got those 2 flashing pink ones. Testimony that shows his feeling. Mixed feelings on Hye Jeong. Where's this kid? Promise me. I don't know where that one comes from. And then what's the other one that's flashing? Reasons to suspect the mom. I'm not smart enough to suspect the mom yet. Patient promised hurt. Found dead. Case unsolved. There we go. Why did you turn yourself in? Okay, what do I need from that one? Where'd that go? The day Sewon died. Oh wait, do we have a date of death on her family certificate? No, we do not. Okay. That's a thing to think about. Proof she's alive. Or she was alive, I guess. Calling. Kidnapper. Let's go for kidnapper. Nope. Don't got nothing for kidnapper. Calling? City Hall, and can you tell me anything about Sewon's life at kindergarten? Let's go for City Hall, you said. City Hall, you said? That's right, Chief. How are you? I'm from Guamyang City Hall Administrative Office. It's that time of year. 4 kids slated to start school this year in your district didn't show up to pre-entrance day. I'm just calling for your cooperation. We spoke with all their families over the phone. They all said they were on vacation overseas or busy with other things, that sort of thing. I mean, elementary school classes haven't even started yet, so I'm going to report that everything looks fine. But we do have to make sure the paperwork is all there. We're working on the police assistant request forms right now. They'll say that local police stations dispatch personnel to all the absentee households for welfare checkups at the school board's request. Imagine that, Chief. It's like a free bonus, and our compensation for external personnel requisition is pretty solid if you ask me. Once you get the forms, send us your personnel roster with their direct deposit information attached, and we'll take care of things on this end. Okay, so that goes to the City Hall. I already had it. I don't know why I touched it. Bring me back. And then, there's nothing to connect that one to, unfortunately. Let's do elementary school. Okay. I thought I was gonna be doing more, like, actual puzzles in this game. I don't hate this way. This is definitely an interesting game mechanic, but I was expecting to do, like, an actual point-and-click style puzzle. You received the notice from the school board, correct? It says in our files that she didn't attend pre-entrance day. I'm just here to check in and make sure everything's alright. The world's a dangerous place these days. I've been told city personnel have spoken with Seowon's grandmother already, but I just want to be sure. Is Seowon alright? So is this the mom who's talking then? Yes, so this one goes to the mom. Of course she is, Detective. You must have your hands full checking up on every absence in the district. You'll see once she wakes up, Seowon's healthy as a horse now. Okay, so that connects to that dialogue where she's under the blanket. She'll have no trouble going to school. All that time in the hospital was tough on her, but she's grown up so strong. I'm proud of her. Seowon's been no end of trouble since I was pregnant with her. I think she takes after her father. She was born premature. So did the mom change her name? I'm so confused. But about how one thing could go wrong and then something else, and on and on. I don't remember how many waivers and consent forms I had to sign, but I always knew she'd be alright. How those little hands were going to get bigger and stronger one day. No need to worry, I'm taking good care of her. Seowon's father and I are no longer together, but my mother and I are doing our best to give her everything she needs. I'll make sure she comes out to the first day of school. Thank you for checking in. I think the rice is ready. Would you like to join us for food, Detective? So that goes to Mom. And then, where is the one that... Okay, so this needs to go up like 3 or 4 times till I get it to connect with the other one. Yeah, okay, so we finally have a key, so I want that kidnapper dialogue. Where is the kidnapper one? Kidnapper. You're not being contrite, you're lying to me. Oh, I have to click the open. Eh, don't tell me that. Yes, put the key in. Yes. Okay, now give me the kidnapper dialogue. You're lying to me. Who was around when Seowon was taken? What was she wearing? And which direction did you take her? You couldn't answer any of these questions, Mr. Kim Gan-suk. This confession that you're the kidnapper, it could take away Miss Min-young's chance to repent and seek forgiveness for herself. We can't wait for her to recover before setting things right. You know she'll be racked by guilt. Could you live with that on your shoulders? Your ex-mother-in-law is in the next room. She's told us everything. Consider how she might feel, having just reported her own daughter to protect you. You've been financially supporting your ex-wife's therapy all these years under the pretext of child support. This won't be much different. Just take a step back and support her from afar. She's a long battle ahead of her, being treated in custody. Detective? Where did it all go wrong? Did I mess up from the beginning? Seowon's name. I never should have given her that name. I knew this was a fucking dad! This has been the fucking dad the whole time. Kim Gan-suk, you're the dad. Or no, it's... Wait. Wait, hold on. Now I'm even more confused. I shouldn't have given her that name. They changed their names or some shit. I am so confused, bro. Where's that fucking dialogue I just read? Let's go. This should connect to one of the other dialogues. Yeah, there we go. And then also, wasn't there one that's like, the reason the teacher needed funds? And this now, yes, it was for his wife's therapy. Here's my wife's therapy. Do I just not get to pick the one that's like my wife's therapy? Okay, well, I get to pick, see, I'm not allowed to pick that one, so I'm just gonna pick the fucking... My income isn't particularly stable. Okay, so no. Stop doing this. I don't know. Say one's name. Lots of names. We'll go for the one I can do right now. All the way down here. Okay, is there a special meaning to Sewon's name? Sewon was born at 23 weeks. She weighed less than 700 grams. I don't know how many weeks a full-grown baby is born at. Her mother had just come out of the C-section and was about to be transferred to the ICU with the baby, but the nurse called me. It was only for a few seconds, but she let me see Sewon. Sewon reminded me of Thumbelina, a fragile, precious little princess nestled in a bright red flower. She was so light I could barely feel her in my arms. I was scared she might float away if I so much as breathed in her direction. The nurse told me to have a look, but I didn't know how. I could barely see through my tears and couldn't even get a proper look at my precious baby girl. And then, the first thing I did after that confusing meeting, I registered her birth. I sprinted straight from the hospital to the City Hall registration desk. I didn't stop catch my breath. Then I wrote down her name, Sewon. That's Seo for rhinoceros and Won for origin. It's an unusual name, I know. At the... Rhinoceros? Okay, never mind. At the time, I was thinking of the old saying that about marching forward like the lone horn of the rhino. I thought of that strength. I put all my weight into each stroke of the pen, every last one, hoping that the fragile piece of paper might help her somehow, that it might help her root to life, like a powerful anchor that keeps her moored to us. Interesting choice of name. That goes to the dad. I don't know where that goes. There's this one floating over here. How Sewon's grandmother instructed for the kidnapping. Is this the one where she's talking about we got separated or whatever? Where she's like, I told her blah 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 blah. Dialogue about the fire. Oh, that's... How many times am I allowed to get this wrong? Infinite. Forever and ever. Okay, where's the one she's like, my mommy took her. Oh. Okay, I don't know that one then. The game seems to think I should know that one. Testimony that shows his mixed feelings on Hyejeong. There's so much fucking dialogue at this point. Reason the teacher needed funds. Reasons to suspect the mom. Sure, we'll give this one a try, so... Nope. See, now you remember, someone turned himself in. But you're still suspicious of Sewon's mother. Are you misremembering something? That's not it. My memories are hazy and out of order, but those were the exact conversations. Sewon's father clearly said, keep her completely out of her mother's reach. That's why he wanted to keep the case unsolved, and there's more testimony. Alright then. Let's start by looking for reasons to suspect Sewon's mother. Your doubt about her will unveil more of your clouded memories. Because it's absolutely true that Sewon's mother is the reason the girl went missing. Okay, so let's start with the caretaker. Okay, so apparently it's not that she's jealous. Baddest person in the world, something. I'm so bad at this. Security guard. Went to mom's house. I'm just clicking everything, God. All my fault. I made him do it. Oh my god, I literally don't know at all. Nope, we're not doing that one, because I don't know. I don't fucking know yet. Let's get some other things. Tall. Nope. Okay, no tall. Start at the top here. Try time. Lie death. Do death. Let's get this guy. Don't lie to me, Myung-ho. Didn't you say that Auntie was telling the truth? Auntie told me that lying's not about what's good, but what's necessary. Maybe the pink flashing means the dialogue choice exists on the board, but not necessarily that you've unlocked it. Auntie told me that lying's not about what's good, but what's necessary. She said lying wasn't always a bad thing. It's the bad lies that are really bad. Mom said she'd watch over me from heaven. She said she'd watch over us even after she died, but that was a lie, right? There's no such thing as heaven. But Seo-won doesn't know that. She's so stupid. Mom was lying. But does that mean that Mom was a bad person? Okay. That connect. Oh, you connect. Okay. Let's move this one around to see if it connects. Nope. Okay. No fucking idea. Called. Can you tell me about Seo-won's kindergarten life? I've already explained everything to the other officers on the phone, Detective. Is she still missing? How could someone take her away in broad daylight in the middle of a condo complex? I heard her mother and brother were with her. They didn't see anything? Her mother and brother were with her. I thought the lady was with her, so I need to switch around some of my dialogue that goes to the caretaker. I don't know if this will help, but, well, you asked me to tell you anything, so I guess I will. Seo-won is always optimistic and cheerful. She started at Eden last year, and I was surprised that she never shied away from any of us teachers. At first I just took her for a friendly child, then realized that her brother came to pick her up instead of her mother, but she never asked where her mother was. No, not that that's a problem, not at all, but, well, how should I put this? I suppose I've never seen her cry or get angry or even frown, so I always feel like I want to keep a closer eye on her. Make sure she's okay. She's going to need a lot of attention and guidance. She's so cheerful and bright, but in a strangely fragile way. Does that make sense? Everything to the other. She's still missing. How could some— Started at Eden. Durihan. Eden. Such Eden. Sunshine class teacher. Okay, so interesting. Interesting. This one go up top then? No. So that one locked into place for that one. And it's got a date now, I just realized. Anyway, but so it said that the mom was with them, so I need to move some of the dialogue that's in the caretaker. I guess maybe this is the mom and she's referring to herself in third person. know. Let me shift this one around in the moms and see if that does anything. If not, I'll put it back. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back with the caretaker. I went to the playground. No, that one's definitely the caretaker. I would love her, okay, so I can't move these anymore. Why does it say that it was with her? Oh, the kindergarten teacher doesn't know that's not her mom. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. She thinks that, the kindergarten teacher just thinks that that's the mom. Okay, yeah. Like, he doesn't understand that that's not the mom. Right. Nope. Phone, caregiver, date of birth. Entry. I don't got the stuff for that. I'm gonna need to start reorganizing stuff soon. I see your mother has contacted you. It's exactly as you heard. Will you be coming to the police station together? So this is for the mom. That man was never one for prayer. No matter how deep you dug, he said, the spade would never know the smell of the earth. He refused to pray even once as our baby lay sick in the hospital. That's why he doesn't understand. That prayer is the reason we've been so blessed. All he ever did was get angry that he couldn't change anything with his own abilities. He said he turned himself in. If he really did take her, maybe it was because he couldn't afford child support payments. There we go! He's been complaining since last summer about how he was having a hard time keeping up with payment schedule. I told him this was a critical time in Saewon's life and that he had to get his act together. We may be divorced, but he's still her father. Even now, I suppose he's still trying to change things himself without even trying to pray. That goes to the mom. And that also, answers one of the questions that I have to remember where it is, where it's like, why is the teacher money? I'm just trying to see if this one links to anything. No. The reason the teacher needed funds. First, I should find the reason to suspect the mom. Girl, I don't know. Don't fuck me like this. Okay, I guess since I'm not allowed to do that, I'll just keep, like, touching thing. Date of birth, I already clicked, I think. I don't know the reasons to suspect the mom. I'm not that smart. How was she instructed to kidnap? Don't know. E. Date of birth. School. Do we got anything left for school? No. The game's telling me I have everything, I think, for to unlock that one. I just don't know yet. Got the word lie. Nope. Okay. Need this one. There's the word playground should be around here somewhere still. On her own. Yeah, I guess I can just finish opening all the blue ones that exist. Does Saewon have any favorite places near the playground? Somewhere she might have wandered off on her own. The father is the one in the wheelchair. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, someone here is in a wheelchair. Wandered off. She didn't stroll away somewhere. She's been kidnapped. All the possibilities are on the table, as if. Get off your chairs and do something. We're running out of time here. Mobilize the force. Get those cruisers on the streets. Anything. TikTok detective. Who knows what they're doing to her? You're sitting here asking where she's gone on her own. Damn it. Damn it. I'm sorry, detective. I know you're doing everything you can. So that goes to the dad, and I'm gonna shift that around to hope it connects to anything. Okay, so those two connect together. So she's wandered off on her own. Then it was business as usual. She goes to kindergarten. We have two complexes. So some of these still could go above those two. I'm not certain where that would go though. So let's see. We've got one more blue spot, and I need the word playground somewhere. Case unsolved. The day Seowon died. We don't know that yet. Playground. Yeah, I wanted the blue one, please. The one I can unlock. And then I'm gonna have to, like, scour the dialogue. Was your son still there? I was under the impression that both children were at the playground. Young-Oh said he was with Seowon the whole time, but he had no idea where she'd gone. So I scolded him. You're not making any sense. I was so desperate that I was too harsh with him. Even though it's my fault Seowon's disappeared, I've failed them both. Please don't ask Myung-ho for information. He won't tell you anything. This goes... He had no idea where she'd gone. This goes to the... Or wait, does this go to the caregiver? Let's say... No, why would it go to the... I'm not sure who this one goes to. It's either the mom or the dad. Just trying to see if it connects to anything. Then I'll do this for the dad. Okay. Where's the button for... Nope. Okay, I don't know who that one goes to. I'm just gonna leave that one there, though. Nope. So that was the last of the blue dialogue that I have available. So I either need to connect more dialogue or fucking figure out what the the one for the mom is. Confirmation she's alive. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna click every fucking piece of dialogue on this whole board. And I don't know. What do you want from me? We've only been going to that one playground. Hyo Jong said the kids asked to go there today too. Why is that one of them? This is smarter than I... Wait. The grandma said go to the playground. But I thought I clicked that one where she's like, I thought you took them to the playground. Where's that when it's like, I thought I clicked the one where she's like... Is that why she won't call me mom? Somewhere else. Something. Ick. I... Something. And where's the stuff about the mom being dead? Wait, I wanted to see what that one said. Was the last one I picked? It was something from the sun. Oh. We didn't buy her candy recently because Auntie doesn't come out with us anymore. Oh. I told Seowon. Okay, is playground one of the things on that one that I unlocked? Yes. Okay. You really think Mr. Kim Gan-seok is the culprit? I don't know. So this one goes to the caretaker. Do you really suspect him, detective? Even if he were in financial trouble, I don't think he would stoop that low. Instead, he'd... Detective, I'm not trying to defend Gan-seok. I'm only telling you what I saw. There was a woman skulking around that playground, always hanging him back. Oh no, this wasn't that it was, this isn't that it belongs to the caretaker, it's that she could see the caretaker watching them. I thought she was suspicious because I kept running into her when I went around looking for Seowon. She was in her 30s or early 40s, a little on the tall side, maybe around 10 centimeters taller than me. She was looking at the playground from afar, always behind the wall behind the flower bed. You wouldn't see her unless you were really looking. But she could probably keep an eye on the kids at the playground if she really craned her neck. I saw her there, standing on her toes, trying to look over the wall. By the way, detective, what was the name of that girl Gun Scout confessed to taking? This was my conversation with Seowon's mother, right? Probably. I don't understand. She acts as if she knows the man who turned himself in, and asks about her kidnapped daughter as if she's a stranger. Yeah, I was like, this is not the mom's name. Something is wrong here. It's frightening. Was she having a disassociative episode? Ma'am, do you remember the thing that made you stand on your toes? What does that have to do with anything? In my case, I only really stood on my toes for one reason. Affection. To keep my eyes on something or someone that I really cared about. Ma'am, you were on the force for nearly 30 years. This is the only case you left unsolved. Remember how you closed that file and placed it on the cabinet? Were you standing on your toes? Yeah, I'm... Where did it go? Oh, I forgot to move this one to Myung-ho. Like, the woman they're saying is the mom. It doesn't make any sense. Like, something doesn't fit there. Okay, so, because this is the woman with the dot, with the mole. But I can't move this one anymore, so I don't know if that means once they're connected you fucked it up, or if that's really who it is. Or is it that Seowon went missing twice? Is that the mole? Anyway, where's the one that's like what the reason he needed funds? Yes, and then it was for child support. Where did it? Bum 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 bum. Seowon's been no end of trouble since I was pregnant with. Or is it that the dad cheated? No, I still don't know. Or wasn't there another one where it's like child support? Where the fuck did I see child support? Oh, there's so many things. Grandmother. That's obvious. Dosing. But she was suspicious. Yeah. Okay, is that a key or do I need one more? Hold on, let me see. Yes, I do have a key. Okay, so this one's completely blanked out. Pre-entrance day absence list. Not your fault. Nobody in your family is responsible for this. Why didn't you report any? Okay, so I want this. Oh, did I put it in the other one? Do I have to do that one now? Where'd it go? Or what? Oh, I guess I still don't have enough. Anyway, let me take a look at what we got. Grandmother instructed for the kidnapping. Myung-ho's testimony. Ye Jong's location when Seowon vanished. He was at the stationery store. Where's the one where he's like, I was at the store and I was buying candy. Where? No? Was he not at the store? Huh? Thought I was only there for a bit. Huh. Or no, that was sorry. I was that was not Myung-ho, it says Hyejeong. When Sewon vanished, she was in the bushes. Let's go to this one, this bottom one. I saw a woman standing in the bushes. Oh, not that one. Where did I put this shit? Did I put it at the top? I probably did. There's a woman skulking around the playground. There we go. You weren't at the playground, so I need the word playground or silence. Silence is right there. No, I want this one. Okay, we know you weren't at the playground. I understand you didn't want to cause Myung-ho any more guilt, but you should have known better. How did you know? I told him he didn't need to say anything. He knows he doesn't have to tell you. You didn't want. It wasn't his fault Sewon is missing. It wasn't your fault, Myung-ho. I should have been watching you even if you didn't want me close by. That's what I told him. I made sure he knew that I was the one who lost Sewon, not him. Okay, and those two go together. How did you know? I went to the playground. I could hear them gossip. Okay, so I have a key for reals now. And which did I decide I wanted? The absentee list. Yes. Because... oh, that was a gross noise. Something is wrong with the names. Like, something is happening that is super weird. Pre-entrance day absentee list. Number of absentees 4. Seo Ho-chan, Kim Byom, Hong In-cheo, and Kim Seo-won. So, Kim Seo-won. Seo-won is not. Can you switch your titles, please? Yeah, I was like, that's not their child. Seo-won's grandmother instructed for the kidnapping. Confirmation that's it's alive. Reason the English teacher. It's somewhere there. I've seen it. There's something about he needs child support, but I don't remember where I saw that. It's in this one, isn't it? Oh, it was business. They'd gone to the other playground. Not making any sense, even though it's my fault. Stop asking where she is. Oh. Coped without her. Sewon even calls her mom. Where the fuck is someone about child support? At the murky world. I don't know where the fucking child support one is. Is it the caretaker? Is that it? Child support. Where is child support? Could have called, I told. I don't know. Okay, so a bunch of these let me look at, where's this thing again? Okay. See this. Oh, it is the city hall, yes. Let me move this one around to get some points. Okay, Choi Se-won is not the right child. So, if it is not voice. Wait, date of birth 2004. 4-3. Okay, so yes, Choi Se-won and Kim Se-won are two specifically different children. So there's two Se-wons who have gone missing. I believe that's what it's saying, is there's two Se-wons. So that one goes to the dad for sure. That he was with Se-won the whole time, but that he had no idea where she'd gone. It's my fault. He had no idea. Okay, so this goes to the caretaker, I believe, because she's literally the one who keeps going, don't fucking ask him shit. Yeah, she literally keeps going, stop asking him things. Let me go back to... There's probably a bunch in the mom's column that I need to move. Let me... You mean you've already filed a missing persons case? Se-won was officially registered as missing person then, and that's good enough. Okay, so I think this goes to the teacher then. Let me see. No, so that... I'll put that back to the dad for now. Please leave this case unsolved. Stop asking as long as her mother. So does this mean this goes to the teacher perchance? Let me move this around. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we've got a lot of the teacher stuff lined up. Let me move his stuff around a little bit, see if anything else will connect. Doesn't look like it. She was with me. I took her. I did it because I needed the money. No. Dead. So I don't trust that those actually go to him. The playground. I saw that boy a few days ago. Wondering why Se-won just that. Okay, so yes, this one does, I think, belong to him actually for reals. Because, I think it's literally that the two kids were hanging out. I'm not sure. I don't know. That boy. Go back to what the dad's got. I mean, you've already filed a missing persons case. Keep her out of her mother's reach. That could also belong to the grandma. Okay. Your station searched the park in the neighborhood, the weeping willow tree. I took a stroll there. I don't know necessarily that. Whoa, one second. Hold on. Wait, hold on. No, okay, never mind. I thought I was onto something for a second, but I'm not. I first met when Se-won was 4 years old. My wife died of illness. That one I can't take away from him. Okay. We've got more connection there. No, it does not. So let's... You've divorced for 5 or 6. Okay. Only we struggled. Okay. So what's the last thing in this connection list? Let me see. So the last thing is she's not exact. Try and think I relied on her too much. The umbrella, you mean? Since my wife passed away. Passed away. We're at the park. Okay. Oh, okay, so those went together. So what was that? She's not family. I relied on her too much. I took a stroll with them last year. I think managed well. Never leaves home without the umbrella. Okay, so I have a key, so that's nice. So I'm still not convinced this goes to the dad. I think this goes to the teacher, but I'm just gonna leave that there. Let me move this one around real fast to see if it goes anywhere. It does not. Okay, I need someone to give me a divorce certificate. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? Blank, 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 blank. It's not your fault. Nobody in your family is responsible for this. Let's use that one. And then I need lie or playground. What else do we got? Kidnapping. Mixed feelings. English teacher funds. What did I say? I need lie or playground. Confirmation she's alive. So one of them is alive and the other died, is what I'm getting. One say one died, one went home. Need lies or playground. Lied. Nobody in your family is responsible for this, but I told Auntie not to come to the playground. I told her to stay away. I said I could take Saewon without her. It is my fault. I'm the one who made Auntie go away. It's just, if we were all at the playground together, we'd look like a family, and Mom would see Saewon call Auntie Mom. I know Mom's not really watching us from heaven. I know she was lying, but I didn't want her to be sad. It's not Auntie's fault. I'm the one who told her not to come with us. Interesting. Okay. Those go together and those two don't go together. No, okay, those don't link together. So, E. I'm mostly left with random things. Oh, she instructed for the kidnapping. So that should be available somewhere. The reason the English teacher needs funds. Let me go through the moms. I think I need to shift all the mom's stuff around. Let me put her connected actual dialogue at the very top. Okay, that's another thing connected. Let's keep moving that stuff up. I want to get everything that's not hers out, so let's see. Let me summarize what she said so far. She's sleeping in front of the TV. Song Minyong. So this is when we say Saewon's mother, this is specifically talking about Kim Saewon. So these two are not married. These two are married. So the divorce stuff should go to him. So let me take that out. Because Choi Dong-yeon's wife died. Kim Gun-suk got divorced. That's what I think it is. We've divorced for 6 years. So this is his. Let me see if it connects to anything. I don't think it does. But this is definitely his. I believe he is divorced. And the first dad is not divorced. So I think also the keep the mom away from her is for the dad. What I'm thinking is that his wife is the caretaker, maybe? And also that the Saewon's grandmother is Sewon's grandmother isn't this mom. This isn't her mom, it's someone else's mom. That's why she's literally called the grandmother as opposed to Ouija. Or, I don't know. There's a lot going on here. Let's see. Go back to the mom's list, because hers is the longest. But he won't pick up. It's not out of the ordinary. We only meet for her birthdays, but this is an emergency. His own daughter is missing. Sewon is such a quiet girl. Okay, so this doesn't belong to her, I don't... Or wait, no, this one does belong to her. Okay. Then what else do we got here? You can't. Don't believe a word he says. I'll be at the station immediately. All my fault. That one, I don't know who that belongs to. Let me move this around. See if this... Yep. Okay. Was in the hospital for a long time when Sewon was born. Okay. So is this now a big long scroll? Yes. So now the mom's is mostly in order. There's a break right there. Let me... That one at the bottom, because I don't think that's... Nope, those don't go together. Okay, so we've got one really long scroll, and we've got a couple little segments. Let me go to one of the locked ones. Why didn't you report any of this to the authority? I'll go for this one because it's completely blacked out, so that seems really important. Okay, now we need stationery store, candy, or hurt. Oh, it's telling me somewhere in these two we've got candy or hurt? Candy. Okay, so it does actually tell me where stuff is. I just haven't been paying attention. This isn't your fault as much as it isn't Myunggo's fault. I almost forgot to congratulate you. Happy birthday, Miss Shin. Today is your birthday, correct? I know this may not be the best time, but I think you should know. I paid a visit to the stationery store Myungho goes to for Sewon's candy, and I spotted this. Apparently, Myungho picked up Sewon's usual candy and a birthday card. The owner said he took a long time trying to decide which to get. I wondered why he'd get a birthday card of all things, but now I understand. Thank you. I always thought Myungho hated me. I wasn't trying to take his mother's place, but I assume that's just what he thought. How could I be so stupid? I should have known better knowing how badly he'd been hurt. Detective, what happens to Sewon's mother now? Okay, so, where's that one where it's like reason he's mixed feelings? So I understand now it goes to the one where I don't want her to call him mom. Or I don't want to call, yeah, I thought it was this one, but okay, let's see. Where's that one I just got? I always thought Myungho hated me. No, that's not it either? Okay, well, if it's not those ones, I don't know what it is. Let's go back to... what happens now to Sewon's mother? Miss Shin. Let me move this one around till it gets connected to something. Well, promised Wan Yang. Wan Yang. Promised Wan Yang. Who is Wan Yang? Who is Wan Yang? Okay, let me go back to that Young Ho's testimony. No, I'm still not sure. Let me keep connecting things. Okay, let's see. We've got all this connected. Exactly 3:33. Phone call history. These two don't go together necessarily. Okay, now these are in order, so let me scroll all the way back up. So you weren't at the playground. I told him don't tell you anything. When I went to the playground, they'd gossip, and those two are connected. Yes. I thought he hated me. And Stuff. Okay, so this is all her dialogue. This all confirmed does belong to the caregiver. So let's see about moving stuff around for the teacher. Where's Saewon now? Saewon died. Your mother and you too. Yeah. Oh, this one goes to Myung-ho. See if you can remember. You move his around so that connects there. Let me see if anything else goes there. Okay. And one more, please. No, those don't connect. Okay. So I'm running out of things. In the kidnapping, the testimony, that one I don't have the funds. Let me see. So this one is gold. This one, gold. Okay. So I think I need to finish lining up all the dialogue that's left. Is what it is. The grandma. Grandma, that's connected, that's connected. That is not connected. So something is off in the connection. I asked, you mean Saewon was taken because she was mistaken for Miss... Let me see. I asked Min Young. Okay, so Min Young is... said she heard someone call Saewon's name and finally found her after going from one playground to the next. It was a boy. She didn't tell me what happened. Young must have gone and brought her back like a mother. A child. Who could this belong to? Because, taken... I don't know who that belongs to. Knowing full well that Saewon's father is just as precious a child to parents. No, okay, so this one definitely belongs to her. Let me... I guess what I'm looking for is anything that can still be shifted around. Like, between characters. Something that doesn't appear to belong to that character. Because it looks like it does kind of lock in if it's in the right spot. I'm not sure that one goes there. That playground near the stationery store, right? I saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. I remember wondering why Saewon was sticking so close to that boy. Saewon's dead. She's been dead all this time. I wonder if it goes to the mom? I don't know. I'm getting stuck. There are things left for me to unlock, really? Playground. Oh, I'm getting lost. Will it give me a hint? Give me a hint. Reason he needed funds. You were in financial trouble. There was one about child support and I don't fucking remember where it was. So light. Okay, detective. I don't know. There's Saewon's grandmother instructed for the kidnapping. I'm just gonna click like all her fucking shit. I need to unlock more, but I told, wait, go back. What was that one? Told Min Young's I told him that Min Young seemed to have brought home a stranger's child and pleaded with him to get the girl back to her parents. Okay, I didn't understand. That's what that was referring to. So name, playground, and school. I can click on this. Yeah, so somewhere above this. Cool. When did Miss Song Min Young set out to find Seowon? It must have been when she got the notice saying Seowon was due to start elementary school. It pushed her completely over the edge. So Song Seowon, or Choi Seowon, I guess, is the one who, or no, it's Kim Seowon is the one who died. Kim Seowon died. Choi Seowon gets kidnapped, I believe, is what it's saying. It must have been when she got the notice saying Seowon was due to start elementary school. It pushed her completely over the edge. We got notice from City Hall last December. I check most of Min Young's mail before she does detective. We have no idea what set her off. But this notice about Seowon's starting school, my heart nearly stopped. I had no idea that they'd never reported her death. It was on the document, Seowon's name printed clear. I could only imagine how it would make Min Young feel. I'm sorry, detective. I'm not the victim here. I don't deserve to wallow in pity like this. I can only apologize. At the time I balked, I was frozen and Min Young saw me and read the notice. She looked so happy. She smiled so brightly. I didn't see her so delighted in, well, it must have been years. The pre-entrance day was at the end of December, and Min Young insisted we had to go out and get Seowon's uniform fitted. She was fussing about getting all her shots and picking up school supplies, and wondering why Seowon was taking so long to come home. That's when it started, I think. She went around all the local playgrounds looking for Seowon. Okay. So that one should link up to something, yeah. Okay. Those two link together. Now we have two things. Testimony, mixed feelings. So it's something in what he says, so I'm just gonna click everything I have that's what he said, which isn't very much, so hopefully it's not that bad. Yeah, it's totally the dots. We're all together. Seowon, your mother and you. I take after her. Oh, okay, so in this instance, he's like confused because you take after... That's okay, that's okay. I've been playing detective game. It's going interestingly. Okay, so this says that this teacher... Is it because you take after your mom? So this one, they think that they're asking about the caretaker. What if I told you there's no need for lying? Okay, so something above here, there's lying in silence. Lie. What if I told you there's no need for lying now? It's been interesting so far. I was expecting it to be like a traditional puzzle game, but it's like a dialogue puzzle game, which is kind of interesting. What if I told you that there's no need for lying now? What if your lie is the bad kind, the kind that's only going to hurt Auntie and Seowon? Why is not saying anything a lie? If I say what really happened, then Auntie sounds like the bad guy, but she's a good person. It's my fault, not Auntie's. It's all my fault. Okay. Okay, so now I can unlock that last thing down there. So is all his dialogue connected now? I think all his is connected. Yeah, so his is good, so let's unlock this thingy. There's this purple one. I don't know how the purple one. Why didn't you report to the authorities? Something down here. Name? Is that the one I wanted? Yes, name. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? She was with us exactly 108 days. That's the time Seowon lived and breathed with us. Okay, so this Seowon was never alive in the- not never alive, but she didn't say- okay, so there's two Seowons and one of them died and just very fast. I have to do math to figure out the day she died now. That's the time Sewon lived and breathed with us. If only I could have held her at least once, kissed those little cheeks. Or at least if only I'd been able to hear her cry, then maybe I would have been able to accept it. Sewon's mother still had milk for a baby who was gone. The crib was still so warm and it never seemed to get colder. So how could I possibly file that report? Looking back, it was her name. Her name was the problem. It was my fault for coming up with that name. I can't tell you how much I regret it. Instead of giving her strength, that name marched her forward all alone like the rhino's horn, right past us. Like a gust of wind. She slipped through our fingers, attached to nothing in the world at all. Okay. So I gotta do some math on that one to figure out when she died. So 108 days after she was born. Where's that one? 108 days. Oh god, are these dates in American or in... So do you think this says 2004 August 3rd, or does this say Yes, it says August 3rd, or it says April 3rd. So 108 days after April 3rd. I'm gonna ask the internet to do that for me. Sorry, the music cut out. 108 days after April 3rd. That is July 20th is 108 days after that. So July 20th should be when she died. Hello, welcome in. Month, then day, yeah. I was not looking at the fact that there was a 25 in the third position. Why did you turn yourself in? Surrender, divorce, time. Turned himself in. There we go. Okay, why did you turn yourself in? Mr. Kim Gang-seok, even the victim's family hasn't reported you. This isn't just about taking the fall for Miss Song Min-young, is it? I heard she reported Sewon missing. When Min-young's mother told me, I was worried for Min-young, but at the same time, I was a little glad. After we got divorced, she was in therapy for a long time. We should have gotten help back when she began to think Sewon was alive but missing. No, as soon as Sewon passed away. Min-young was finally discharged from the hospital on Sewon's birthday. We went to visit her grave together, and as she ran her hand over the grave, her eyes were empty. There was no hope. Yeah, I hate it. I also do, no, we do month, day, year. Most countries, I think, do day, month, year. I think it's just America that's kind of stupid. Your internet is dying. That's very unfortunate. Have you tried giving it CPR? Alright. Finally discharged from the hospital on Sewon's birthday, we went to visit her grave together, and as she ran her hand over the grave, her eyes were empty, there was no hope. Min-young is still chained to the day, circling round and round that moment forever. I started to think that she'd given up completely. She was utterly spent. There was no drive left in her eyes. I began to doubt she would ever recover. I think that's why I was relieved to hear that she set out to find Sewon. Because now she at least had something to live for, something that would sustain her and keep her alive. Maybe she knew that too, deep down. Maybe that was why she reported Sewon missing. Maybe she thought Sewon was better missing and alive than dead. That the missing persons report would anchor her to this world, just like I hoped with her birth certificate. She was grasping for a lifeline just like me. I know this sounds ridiculous, but this is the whole reason I'm here, Detective. I want to make a request. Could you please mark this missing person's case as unsolved? Please let Sewon live. Let her live forever somewhere far, far away. Now do you understand why Kim Sewon is still missing? Yes. Wait, but there was things that were unsolved, but yes, she's always been dead. Giving the idiot sandwich routine. Sometimes it's just the internet companies are having bad days. Great work, ma'am. Now you remember everything. Wait, I wanted to see the last few dialogues. You understand why Seowon's case was never solved after all this time. Thank you for telling me that she came home safely, that I didn't doom a little girl to her death. Thank you, truly. I remember how surprised I was when I first saw this case. Everyone involved was lying for one reason or another, whether it was to protect a loved one or to keep a promise to someone important. And what about you, Your Honor? Are you keeping a secret from someone just like them? Actually, yes, for your sake. I need 2 keys! Cold case detective. The cold case team doesn't usually take on cases like Seowon's. So did I fuck it up by going forward already? God damn it. The police get more than 200,000 missing children's reports every year. The cold case team just doesn't have the capacity. One quiet disappearance in a sea of violent, unsolved cases. No one would have spared the case a second thought, but I couldn't tear my eyes away, not when I saw that name. Her name was Kim Seowon. Choi Seowon. That's Seo for rhinoceros and Won for origin. Just like me, we're the same age too. Wait, you can't mean. Ma'am, look at my badge. It's me, Choi Seowon. The missing girl you found. So, like, what happens if I have 2 keys there? What happens if I have 2 keys there? It's me, Choi Seowon. Please don't cry, ma'am. Are you really her? Are you really Seowon? I'm so sorry. I failed you. I failed you completely. Don't say that, ma'am. I'll always be grateful to you. I don't deserve your gratitude. I never found you. It's only technically true. You remember what Kim Seowon's grandmother said, right? Here, I even have a copy of her testimony. Senior Inspector Jeon Gyeong's visit was the reason I was sent back home. But I was only following protocol, just doing my job. Ma'am, I'm an adult now, and I know what work is like. No one followed that protocol back in the day, and they still don't. But you were different. You carried out your duties to the letter, even though you could have slacked off and been perfectly covered by paperwork from City Hall. That's the reason I made it back home. After all these years, I tracked down all the people involved in the case one by one. I spoke with Kim Seowon's family, my father, my brother, my dear mother, Hye Jeong. Everyone asked me to pass on their thanks to you. This isn't my first time visiting you, you know. Miss, I turned a blind eye to the suffering of so many people in my career. I wish I didn't pick to advance forward, but I didn't know it was gonna... I should have known that it was gonna push me to the ending. You might thank me, but I still... Alright then, let's do this. I'll set aside time for you later. Some time to look back and blame yourself and feel guilty over everything. But right now, we're racing against the clock. It took longer than I expected to piece your memories back together. This isn't our first conversation, is it? Then you know what my mind is being constantly bleached. What could possibly be more important? That's exactly the reason I need your help, before those memories disappear again. Remember Song Minyoung, the woman who took me away and reported her daughter missing? She was sentenced to 1 year of treatment in institutional custody, wasn't she? And the sentence ended ages ago, but she's still in custody. But how? Once you're institutionalized, you can't be discharged without special approval. And Song Min-young hasn't been granted a single psychiatric evaluation. Don't you think she needs our help? Tell me, miss. Does that mean you've forgiven Song Min-young? This isn't about forgiveness. It's abundantly clear, even from a purely bureaucratic perspective, that we need to do something. Seowon's case is still marked as open, and no case should remain unsolved. Oop. Solved, but I didn't get all the dialogue. I didn't get the 2 keys at the end. I hope the game doesn't ask me to go through all of that again for those 2 keys. I can probably do it faster. I still got time. Still got some time, so I could try to speed run the game to get all the dialogues. It was an interesting game. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I think the method for investigation was really interesting, and I think it was really it's unique. I haven't seen that before in a visual novel style game. But there's something about, like, the game where I'm just like, I'm kind of on the plot, I guess is what it is. But I think it was a nice game. Made me think a little. But, like, I think I immediately locked onto the idea that there was more than one, like, family. Like, very quickly my brain was like, there's two women here and I don't understand why. Okay, let's see if it lets me finish. It says resume. Oh no, it's making me start over. Okay. Alright, let's try to speed through this because I still have some time. And I wanna see what that very last extra dialogue. Oh, okay, so it does put me exactly back where I need to be. Nice. So I need 2 keys to finish this up. So there's this one, reason that funds were needed. And then confirmation she's alive. So got some time, and then I want to get that last thing. So whose dialogue isn't in the right place? We've been divorced. So that one has to be his. Was a junior high teacher. Okay. Playground. Saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground. Remember wondering why Seo-won was sticking so close to that boy. That boy, Seo-won. So it's Choi Seo-won who went. Seo-won. Who? That boy. This dialogue? Okay, so it's Kim Seo-won who dies. Oh, okay, I know. This goes to the mom. That's what it is. It goes to the mom because she's like, I don't know who that fucking kid is. Yeah, okay. So now that we know that she's Kim Seo-won's mom, that makes more sense. So let's... is everything lined up for her? Detective is the truth is she's dead. Okay, so that goes to the dad. He's been dead the whole time. So that really does go to him. I don't know where it goes yet, so we'll leave it at the bottom. Okay, one's officially... So those two go together, so that really, it does belong... Both of these do belong to the dad. A little girl went missing. She was with me. I took her. I did it because I needed the money. Heard she reported when Young's mother. Okay, she was in therapy for a long time. Is the therapy one? No. So the reason... So this exists somewhere. I just don't know what it is. Is it the therapy? Reason he needed money. Flip through our fingers. There's one that says therapy. Okay, I still don't know which of his dialogues goes to that. I'm like, don't believe a word of what he says. I'll be at the station. Everything he says is a lie. I made him do it. It's all my fault. It's all my responsibility. I think this goes to the grandma. Honestly, I think this is... Yeah. Okay, so everything for grandma is in order at the moment, I believe. Or does she have a break in dialogue? Yeah, there's one break in grandma dialogue. Let me switch them and see if they connect now. No, they do not. Okay, so the dad all has a single line of dialogue. The mom all has dialogue. So these two... Let me switch them for a second, see if they connect. Okay, so now that's all connected. And let me switch these two and see if they connect. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's the unstable income. Like, I've clicked the unstable income one, but it just does not give it to me for the unstable income. It's frustrating to me. See, it's like, please, that feels like why. These two, Grandma's still missing a piece of dialogue, it seems like. Okay, so some of the dialogue that's in the dad goes into the grandma. I like to surrender to the police. A little girl went missing, didn't she? She was with me. I took her. I think maybe the grandma tried to lie. Let's see if it's the grandma that tried to lie. No. Okay, I'm gonna put that back with the dad. That back to the dad. Because I needed the money. She's dead. She's been dead. This might be the grandma's dialogue for reals. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now I should be able to switch this one and the other, and then grandma's dialogue should be done. So there's just these few last chunks down here that I need. And I'm just gonna get everything because I don't care. So somewhere... I don't know which one it wants me to click. Yeah, I got the 2 keys, so we're good. We could finish, but like, I want to get those last few ink squares. I literally don't know what it wants me to click for the reason he needed funds, though. Because the truth is he didn't need funds. That's the thing that's frustrating. I did it because I needed the money. No, you didn't. There was one about child support, I swear, and I never can remember. I'm just gonna scroll through the mom's dialogue. There we go. Wait, how on God's green earth did that solve it? There was a woman skulking around the playground. No, it wasn't that one. I think there's a higher up one. He's having a hard time keeping up with the payment schedule. Okay, yeah. See, I saw that one earlier and I just couldn't remember where it was. Okay, so where's Seiwon now? Where's it saying there's stuff? There's doorbell, playground, and time. Somewhere up here. Time. We're very close to this all being done. Where's Seiwon now? She's with her family. I made sure she had something to eat for dinner before I dropped her off. Once I brought her to the playground where I first found her, she knew exactly how to get home. I rang the doorbell and stood at the entrance waiting for her parents. It was only a few seconds, but in that short time, I wondered again and again if I should just leave the girl there and run. Detective, I was being stupid. I was stupid to kidnap her, and I'm still being foolish now, having the nerve to feel guilty about it all. The girl's father, he pulled the girl tight into his arms and wept. I knelt in front of him to apologize, but he bowed so low I thought he'd fall, and he thanked me. He thanked me for bringing her home safe. And that's the last dialogue I need to unlock the other box. What I did was indefensible. I'll accept my punishment. I know that won't make up for the suffering I caused for their family, but I will live out the rest of my life in sincere country. No, we're still solving this. Don't ask me to finish the game yet. Okay, so go at the top, yes. And then we've got this last one that says confirmation she's alive, which is at the very top. She's with her family. Surrender and hurt. I don't know if there's like any extras in this game at all, or if this is just the whole thing. Is Seiwon alright? She says she had a great time at Auntie's house. That when she said she missed me, she was brought straight back home. I'm sorry I didn't contact you sooner. I knew you were out there searching, but I was too caught up in the moment. I didn't ask any questions. All I knew was that my daughter was gone for 3 days, but now she was back. And I know this sounds strange, but all I could say was thank you over and over again. I could bow 100 times over and it wouldn't be enough. Seo-won's back completely unharmed, and that's good enough for me. Detective, she's been hurt in the past, and I can only blame myself for adding yet another wound to her young heart. Tell me, did that man surrender to the police? Hold on. Okay, so I think that is absolutely everything now. Let's see. So the story, as far as I understood, is there's two Seo-wons. They are the exact same age. One of them died as a premature baby, and that caused her parents to divorce, which is Song Min-young and Kim Gen-seok. And the other Seo-won is his wife, Choi Dong-hyun. His wife died in either immediately after childbirth or a little after their baby was born. Or no, she died after their baby was born, like by multiple years. But his child is the other child, and their child, Choi Seo-won, was kidnapped by Song Min-young. And the grandma and the dad tried to cover for her because she's like mentally ill. And I think that's the whole gist of the story. Okay. Yeah, I think that's like everything. As far as I can see on the map, everything's in order. So we will proceed and get the other ending now that I have the 2 keys. Or see if that changes anything. I have no idea. Okay. Great work, ma'am. Now you remember everything. Do you understand why Seo-won's case was never solved after all this time? Thank you for telling me that she came home safely, that I didn't doom a little girl to her death. Thank you truly. I remember how surprised I was when I first saw this case. Everyone involved was lying for one reason or another, whether it was to protect a loved one or to keep a promise to someone important. What about you, Your Honor? Are you keeping a secret from someone just like them? Actually, yes, for your sake. Let's see that secret. Give it to me. Yes. Madam. Oh. So we are her? A secret I've been keeping for your sake. It's been 12 years now, 12 years since the case, and since I retired from the missing persons team. 12 long years. What? Young. I was busy for the first 5 years. A lawyer friend asked me to take on a paralegal job. It was hard work, getting used to a new position at that age. But I suppose that would only be an excuse. The truth is, I thought I'd resolved things well enough. A decent end for everyone involved. Wait, what do you mean? I'd put the case out of my mind for so long, but you were still chained helplessly to that lie I told. Each painful day of your life stretched out into years. I am so sorry I'm late, Miss Song Min-young. Oh! So it's the opposite direction. We have been the mom the whole time, and she is the investigator. I don't understand. Are you trying to deceive me? Your ex-husband couldn't make it today. But I'm Jeon-gyung, because he's at the rally outside the Human Rights Commission. I'm the one who retired from the force. I'm the one who's racked with guilt. You lived out your sentence years ago. The one who tried to die. Song Min-young. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, okay. I don't know how much that changed anything. Miss Song Min-young. Each time we revisited these memories, you became someone else. At times, you became Seo-won searching for her mother. Today, you became a detective despairing at her failure to find the little girl. I'm Song Min-young. We've been having this conversation again and again for months now. Just like you said, those conversations you remembered were real. The only difference is that I was the one who heard those exchanges, not you. The memories we unearthed today are a mix of your personal experience and your memories of everything I told you. And you pieced together those fragments, determining who said what and where, but you haven't quite found out who is doing the listening. It's time to put the final puzzle piece in its place. Complete the mirror that will show you who you really are. Young, let's get you out of this place. Let me get you to a doctor, somewhere you can get proper treatment. I can help you. Miss Song Min-young. But if you're really me, if you're really Jeon-gyung, why? Why go so far when you're not even on the force anymore? That's the same question I once asked Seo-won. Let me give you the same answer she gave me. Day 1's case is still marked as open, and no case should remain unsolved. I have mixed feelings about that ending. Like, I don't know. Like, I enjoyed the game, I had fun, I really liked investigating and solving, but something about the ending is just like, eh. You know, I don't feel too strongly about that as an ending. I don't know, I just feel so conflicted about my opinion on this game at the moment. I have to think it over and then I'll decide how I feel about the game. But it was fun, like I said, it was fun, it was unique. I was expecting more traditional puzzle style, but I do think it was a fun puzzle, interesting puzzle method. I think I would play another game by the developers. Every man for himself, it's a philosophy that seems to be increasingly prevalent in our world. We live in an age where the law of the jungle is seen as a given, fueling rage and hate across society. So I'd like to express my heartfelt support for those who resist, those who withstand the mockery and condescension, digging in their heels for what is right. I made this game with faith that when we showed kindness to others for no benefit of our own, we bring about changes in a world of stagnation and alter the course of people's lives. It is my hope that this game brings encouragement for the jellyfish of the world. I didn't read the rest. Yeah, the game had a really unique mechanism, and so, like, I think it would be worth it to play another game from the same developer. Like, I just have mixed feelings on the story overall, but I think that's because me, like, when I play story games, I always expect to play, like, depressing-ass games. So I'm like, Let me check the Steam page to make sure there's not, like, extras that I don't know about. Oh, actually, no. I got 100% of the achievements. That means I beat the whole game. So, yeah, I think the game was still fun. I'm not sure the story's okay, but I think it was real fun. Okay, I think that's probably good enough for today then. I think it's time to go eat lunch for me. And maybe next week I'll finish drawing instead of playing a game, but probably not. We'll see. Okay, but thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I hope everyone has a good day. I hope they enjoyed this interesting game. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.